We are inside the Serum Institute of India in Pune, and this is the area where Covishield, the vaccine which will actually save any number of lives, is being manufactured. We're going to actually speak to Mr. Bappi, Raju, who's a key part of the process over here, as we go through this hallway, looking inside to give you an idea of what exactly the process is all about. Come, sir. So what is this first step over here?
First step happens for the all machine components, formulation required aseptic components are get washed here.
Right.
And then goes for automatic component washing.
Right.
And then unloaded into the
Right.
metal prep area.
Right. And how many steps are there in this process?
So we have majorly we can segregate for 5 steps.
Right.
Starting from metal preparation, washing, metal preparation, and then sterilization of this. So sterilization happens in autoclave.
Right.
At 142 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes.
And it's the sterilization of the drug you're talking about, right?
This is sterilization of components.
Of the components?
Yes.
And what components would these be,
So
for example?
These are like stoppers, caps.
And what happens over here?
Yeah, this is actually sterilization. We have 2 sterilizers in place.
Right.
So one for dedicated for caps and stoppers.
Right.
And another one for regular material.
So let's have these shots over here of the sterilization plant. All right. Yes. So these are the various components where that sterilization actually takes place. And you were telling me something fascinating, that when you do ultimately manufacture the drug itself, put it in a vial, you do 500 vials in a minute. 500 vials a minute. So, I mean, the number, and in a day, how much would that be?
So, it would be 2.4 lakh vials, so equivalent to 2.4 million doses.
And each vial is 10 doses, right?
Each vial is 10.
And what are these over here? What?
So,
right.
These can accommodate caps and stoppers. We have a dedicated stopper holding tank and the caps holding tanks.
Okay.
So, it would be good, you would have to focus more over there, how the processing happens. And then the sterile material will be unloaded automatically.
Right, right. And as we go down over here, what is next that we're going to see?
So the next step will be having formulation. All the sterile components are ready, and the formulation is in progress.
The formulation is in progress.
Yes.
All right. And so this is called the blending area.
Blending area, wherein formulation happens inside the.
And again, just for the benefit of our viewers, what do you mean by blending area? I mean, the various drugs come in, right?
Yeah, we have a concentrated drug substance coming from the upstream area, and it is purified and ready for formulation.
Okay.
So we dilute it with the formulation buffers and do our batch size, and our batch size is 1500 liters per each batch, and it caters for 2.4 million doses.
Right. And then as you go on, what are some of these other, this huge tank over here that we see?
This is the formulation tank wherein all the drug substance So in a sequential manner, formulation buffers will be added, and different in-process tests will be done, and then it will be ready for the filling.
Okay, so this is the final stage before filling actually takes place. Exactly. So the concentrated drug is, the refined drug, Covishield, is over here. Yes. And it's from here that it actually goes into the vials, right?
In the diluted form, and doses, single human dose form. It will be manufactured, make up the volume to batch size.
Right. And we can't actually see it, but this is a huge tank over here. It's quite large.
Yes.
Right. And and this is the tank in which.
So we have similar kind of 3 formulation suits, and this is one of them.
Right. So 3 formulation areas where Covishield is put together. Yes. In the form in which people across the country and world will be using it before it's put into a vial, right? Okay.
And now we are moving ahead to the isolator filling line.
Right.
So wherein the final product filling happens.
Right. And how automated is the process? Or I mean, there would be obviously your experts inside supervising, but the process itself is entirely automated, right?
This is a fully automated line. We have to load the vials and collect the vials and other way around for the screening. So there are no manual interventions except loading of vials and collecting in the screening process.
And this is where it actually happens.
So the vial washing happens here.
the vial washing.
Yes.
The washing of the vial before it is
going for filling.
right.
So vial washing happens here, and then there is depyrogenation happens to vials. So the vials have been heated to 305 degrees Celsius and bring down the temperature to 24 prior to entering the isolator.
Okay. And what is the isolator?
So this is the isolator. Actual filling starts here.
Okay. In these areas, right? Right.
So isolator filling starts here, and I explained earlier all the key sterile material will be loaded here.
Right.
And now the status is the preparation of isolator for VHP cycle.
What cycle is that? Could you explain that?
So it's a biodecontamination cycle.
It's a biodecontamination. Right. And so this marks the end of the process. And once the drug is produced over here, what happens next? It goes from this facility to another facility for storage, right?
Yes. So the filling, once the BHP completes, our isolator can
And BHP stands for?
vaporized hydrogen peroxide.
Right.
So this is the decontamination unit used for biodecontamination of isolator. All the surface contacts will be thoroughly decontaminated, and then actual filling process starts with the aseptic components of sterile vials, sterilized stoppers, and the ready for fill.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's a quick look, as quick as possible, into the process in which Covishield is actually manufactured. Remember, it's this facility and all these steps that involve the actual production and the filling of the drug, of the vaccine, to the highest possible standards, ensuring that it's safe, it's sanitized, and it is ready for use. That makes this transportable not just to India, but ultimately around the world as well. So this is where, when we keep talking about Covishield, this is where it's all happening. What you actually have over here is a very interesting process. This is the absolute final step before Covishield is sent out and it's packaged and then sent all over the world. This is where there is an automated system which actually accepts each vial or rejects a vial if there are certain deficiencies which are found. So what would these deficiencies potentially be?
So these might be some cosmetic, any particulate or any crimping defects. So these has been continuously monitored during process. We have 26 cameras installed on the visual inspection machine, and this runs at same 500 vials per minute. So any ejects have been taken out and then rejected further. Only good vials have been sent for the packing and manufacturing further processing stage.
All right, thank you very much. So there you have it. Quality control, which when it comes to a drug which is meant to be saving lives, is absolutely essential, so that what you get actually delivers to that efficacy number which has been promised.